ago, and shipping traffic that has been backed up for 3 weeks is moving once again. The canal was supposed to open just after midnight, but some last-minute repairs delayed the reopening. Workers have spent the last 3 weeks patching a huge hole that was left after a wall partially collapsed on Lock 7. When the patch was complete, there were still some holes between it and the wall. Authorities decided to fill those holes in late last night before reopening the canal. News 11's Alan Costantini is in Ontario this morning, and he joined us on the phone just a few minutes ago.
John, I'm standing just about 15 feet from the edge of Lock 7 here in Thorold, Ontario at the Welland Canal, where the ocean-going cargo ship, the Furia, has finally finished the 40-foot drop in Lock 7, and even as I speak to you is, under her own power, moving forward out of Lock 7. This is the short journey that she had intended to make back on October 14th when this same ship was pinned against the wall by a collapsing chunk of concrete. That is now repaired in record time, just 3 weeks, and the Whitefish Bay, a lake steamer, is waiting below this lock to enter and rise, and then Welland Canal and St. Lawrence Seaway traffic should be restored, and the Port of Duluth can look forward to that occurring. So the Welland Canal now open again just within the hour. For Sunrise, Alan Costantini, News 11 in Thorold, Ontario.
Well, there's no doubt the Port of Duluth Superior will be very active now that the Welland Canal is open. Grain haulers are preparing for heavier than normal traffic now that grain companies can ship their commodities through the Great Lakes once again. Normally, the twin ports call it quits for the winter on December 8th, but the Minneapolis Grain Exchange has asked that the season be extended for at least 3 more weeks. Well, the Twin Cities go Hollywood tonight for the opening of the first major movie to be entirely financed, produced, and filmed in Minnesota. That Was Then, This Is Now makes its world premiere at the Grandview Theater in St. Paul at 7 tonight. An hour later, it opens at St. Louis Park's Cooper Theater. Now, the cities are pulling out, pardon me, all the stops to welcome the entourage of stars and glitter from the West Coast. Searchlights, limousines, lots of luminaries will highlight the movie's debut. The producers had wanted the premiere to be in St. Paul where it was filmed, but the Grandview holds only 500 people, and the Cooper's extra space was needed to fit in all the fanfare and, of course, all the fans.
You betcha. Well, still to come on Sunrise this morning, a controversial new residential development gets approval in Plymouth.
A big-name designer store is pulling out of the Twin Cities.
In sports, the Gophers' bowl chances are dimming.
And Barry Fenn forecasts the weather for, are you ready? Deer hunting. Those stories and more, all part of the Thursday Sunrise. We'll be right back.
No turkeys in this sale, just top records and cassettes on sale at the wax museums and Great American Music. Listen up, Luke.
On RCA, Hall & Oates live at the Apollo, on sale now. Or get the Starship's latest, on sale now.
The no turkey sale, on now at
the wax museums and Great American Music.
My husband and I tried to have a baby for over 4 years. Finally, the doctors told us we could never have children. Then I read the article in your magazine about infertility. One suggestion was so simple, I decided to try it. The result? Our beautiful son, Jeremy. You changed my life, Woman's Day.
Woman's Day magazine. Personal news women can use.
Everything that touches me touches you.
Crown Furniture is going out of business. Right. Crown Furniture is being forced to close its doors and sacrifice over $1 million worth of home furnishings at desperately low prices. Save on living rooms. Save on dining rooms. Save on bedrooms. Crown Furniture is sacrificing every piece of furniture as if there's no tomorrow, because there is no tomorrow. Save 50, 60, 70% and more. Check your Star Tribune for details and sail into the sale of the century. The Crown Furniture going out of business sale. 7478 Washington Avenue in Eden Prairie.
You already know that the new car prices at J. Klein Chevrolet are so low, we're ashamed to show our face, but wait till you see our used cars. Here's an 84 Chevette. One-owner car, it's only $29.95. No money down, $85 a month. Here's a 79 Mercury Capri. 4-speed air conditioning, $17.95. No money down, $77 a month. And these are just a few of the everyday low prices at J. Klein Chevrolet.
We got your wheels, we got your deal at J. Klein Chevrolet.
28 degrees for you this morning at 6:38. On the road this morning, Just your basic, just before winter road repair underway. Highway 280 in both directions will have 2 left lanes closed between Larpenteur and Como. That's from 9 until 3 today. And lanes will be closed on northbound Highway 61 over the Hastings Bridge. That's from 9 this morning until 2:30 this afternoon.
Sounds as though this is a day of transition. We're going from what was a beautiful fall to what may be a kind of crisp winter. Huh?
Wicked winter.
It's getting exciting.
Is it?
I have to admit, it's getting exciting. And
this is what forecasters love.
Yeah, some changes, and we're going to talk about some long-range possibilities and deer outlook. But first, take a look at things this morning. Clear skies, and it's frosty out there, 28 degrees. Winds right now are out of the southwest at 6 miles per hour. Dew point is 25, humidity 88%, and the pressure 29.81. National radar, digital radar, is not too active this morning. The front that went through and brought our light rain showers and light snow showers yesterday morning now over the Ohio Valley, bringing, unfortunately, what they don't need, some more rain. Some of the rivers still flooding in Virginia and West Virginia. But more importantly, the area that we're going to be concerned about is here over the northern Rockies in through Montana. And you can see a stretch getting into South Dakota now. And most of that is in the form of snow. That little spot in South Dakota has some rain and snow mixed, but that's going to be changing. And you can see it all starting to take shape right here. And it looks like there's a stronger cold front just over the northern border. That's going to sag on south, and as it does, storm system's going to get organized along the front and move very slowly to the east. For us, that's going to increase our clouds later today, and temperatures just cold enough, and with that cold Arctic air to our north, warm moist air to our south, we could get into a situation for some light snow. I know, I hear the applause now from the deer hunters. Everybody's anxious and waiting for some snow. Take a look up here over the Pacific Northwest. You can see some more clouds. Up off the corner toward the Gulf of Alaska, even more clouds, and we'll go up there, take a little trip, and you can see the one area right here. That's the area we're going to keep our eyes on over the next couple of days, because as we head toward the latter part of the weekend, that area, combined with some more energy out in the Pacific, could get together to make for a rather large snowfall somewhere in the Rockies and Midwest. It's too early to tell, certainly pure speculation right now, but worth watching. Something worth watching is the forecast. For today, not bad at all. As John said, the transition days, we start to head downhill, slowly fading sunshine. I think we'll see some snow flurries developing later this afternoon. 42 to 45, and enjoy the 40s. That's the last time you'll see them in the forecast for the next couple of days. Cloudy. A few more flurries tonight, 20 to 24 for lows. It's getting colder, folks. Look at tomorrow. Light snow developing. Going to be cold. As far as accumulations, a little too early to tell. There could be, though, especially north of the cities, an inch or two on the ground, 35 to 39. That sets the stage for Saturday. Deer hunting, cloudy. Chance of a 1 to 2 inch snow cover, mainly north of the city. Some more light snow Saturday, mainly in the central and southern parts of the states. If you're heading up north to hunt, 25 to 29, dress warm. Central and south, about 28 to 35. The 11 outlook contains more cold weather. That light snow possible on Saturday. Sunday, partly cloudy. Monday, clouds are going to increase. We get into the 32-degree mark, and then what happens Monday night and Tuesday, pure speculation right now. It's going to be quite interesting, and we'll be excited for the next 4 or 5 days watching this system. First, good sign of cold Arctic air, and as it bumps into the warm, moist air, could generate a heck of a snowstorm somewhere.
Some of us will be excited.
Yeah. Yes, and some of you won't.
any chance of an Indian summer? I don't suppose.
I think we had
I think that's gone. Coming up next, the axe is at stake.
Steve Carroll will explain what that means, and we're going to do a little gopher bowling. We'll explain that as well. Sports is up next.
Right now at the new Southdale Ford, you don't have a payment due until February. You can take home this 1985 Ford Tempo for $79.88 or $149 a month, and no payment is due until February 1986. Look at this 1984 Cutlass Cruiser Station Wagon. This thing is absolutely gorgeous for $79.88. So what's the thing to do right now? Is to get up off that couch and call 835-5555. It's the new Southdale Ford, where you don't have a payment due until February of next year.
Run that by me again.
This medical policy covers 80% of 75% of the first 90% of the doctor bills, except
during a full moon in leap years.
Tis a gift to be simple. And Aware Gold from Blue Cross and Blue Shield has that gift. We have the 100% rule. Aware Gold covers 100% for practically everything within the Aware Gold network of doctors, the largest in the state. Simple? Learn more about the multitudinous advantages of Aware Gold, where you call the shots.
I've been breaking my back on this farm all my life, but I do it for my son.
My dad? He's great.
His mama made me promise that I'd send him to college. But she didn't say how.
But he did it. By keeping tuitions affordable, the United Negro College Fund has helped fulfill some wonderful dreams.
And he studied agriculture. So he could come back and help his old man.
Support the United Negro College Fund.
You've heard it before. If you drink, don't drive. Unless, however, it's one of the non-alcoholic drinks in this booklet. The Minnesota Association of Commerce and Industry doesn't oppose alcohol in moderation. But we are all for responsible hosting with alternatives. That's why we're offering this booklet, containing recipes for non-salty snacks and non-alcoholic drinks. Be a responsible host.
.28 degrees, 16 minutes now before the hour. A local sports star is making his mark in Twin Cities art. Baseball star Dave Winfield is co-owner of an art gallery that opened yesterday in St. Paul's Carriage Hill Mall. Winfield has also contributed a few works of art that he's found during his travels.
His work's pretty interesting as well.
Yeah,
yes.
Sure is.
We have a sports star of our own this morning, Steve Carroll, who's going to talk about Gopher Football. Big game this weekend.
A big game this weekend. A couple weeks ago, remember the lanes were packed when all the Bull Scouts were in town?
Mm-hmm.
Last week, a few lanes open. This week, the whole alley's open. After losing 2 straight games, heartbreakers or not, national interest in the Gopher football team has dropped dramatically. They've been bumped off of all the national polls, and this morning it looks like they've been knocked out of the running for a postseason bowl game. 2 weeks ago, there were 7 Bull Scouts on hand for that Gopher-Ohio State game. Now, granted, they weren't all here to see the Gophers. Last week at Michigan State, there were only 2 scouts on hand, and tomorrow, Saturday, when the Gophers play Wisconsin, at this point, no scouts from any of the bowl games are planning to be here. The Gophers need to beat Wisconsin this weekend and beat them big if that situation is going to change next week. That's perhaps easier said than done because the Gophers have beaten Wisconsin only 3 times in the last 10 years. However, one of the victories was last year in Madison. Freshman Ricky Foggy ran for 2 touchdowns, and Chip Lowmiller booted a 26-yarder to lift the Gophers to a 17-14 upset over the Badgers. But more importantly, the win brought the Axe back to Minnesota. That's the traveling trophy these 2 teams play for, and it's believed to be the same one used at one time by the legendary Paul Bunyan.
I didn't know we played for an axe last year, but I'll never forget in the locker room after the game, everybody come in, they're carrying this big axe, and I had no idea what it was about. Shows you how naive I am, and I thought, you know, we're all poor losers, but this is ridiculous. And then they explained it was a Paul Bunyan axe, and now we have it. We'd sure like to keep it for a while.
One other Gopher note this morning, it is official. Quarterback Ricky Foggy will start on Saturday against the Badgers. Foggy missed last week's game with Michigan State because of a groin injury suffered in the closing seconds of that Ohio State game. Turning to hockey now, the North Stars have a few days off before continuing their 4-game homestand on Saturday when the New York Rangers invade Met Center. Last night, the Stars and Habs played to a 3-all overtime tie before a crowd of just over 13,000 at Met Center. Now, the Stars built up a 3-1 lead in the first period when Tommy McCarthy scored on a nice move here, his 4th goal of the season. But after that, the Stars really let down as Montreal rallied to tie it up when Bloomington native Tom Curvers scored on a slap shot with an assist from former North Star Bobby Smith. And that's how it ended. The final was 3-all. Other scores now. Philadelphia beat the Rangers 5-2. Paul Flatley had 4 goals and set up the game winner as the Islanders beat Toronto 5-4. Buffalo took care of Winnipeg. Calgary defeated New Jersey. Washington over Pittsburgh. Detroit got by St. Louis. And the Edmonton and the Kings played to a 4-all tie. The Gopher basketball team has landed another blue chipper. Jim Sheekin-Jansky, a 6'9", 225-pound power forward from Rockton, Illinois, has agreed to sign with the Gophers. Last week, Melvin Newbern, a 6'4", 200-pounder from Toledo, said he would sign. Both are regarded as players in the top 100 in the country.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I'll bet that one will get a nickname quickly.
Jim Anderson, maybe.
Yeah,
That's right.
You bet.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks,
Still to
Steve.
come this morning. A frightening threat against 5 Americans in Lebanon.
And an important step for new residential development in Plymouth. Sunrise will continue in just a minute.
When big men and tall men want to find America's best-known names in men's fashions, they shop at Jerry Leonard. Jerry Leonard is not just a department, but an entire store full of fashions for big men and tall men, like wool and wool blend suits and sport coats by Palm Beach, Palm Beach athletic cut suits designed for broad-shouldered men with trim waists, and a complete selection of handsome Palm Beach blazers. When it comes to fashion, big men and tall men come to Jerry Leonard.
Hunting spectacular at United Stores. Camouflage for less at United. Blaze orange for less at United. Everything to wear or use that is waterproof, windproof, or cold-proof, find it for less at United Stores.
Today at Wilkins Lincoln Mercury Toyota, $99 down is all it takes to buy one of these guaranteed used cars.
Like this economical 82 Chevette for just $79 per month. Or this light new Dodge Aspen for just $93 per month. Or this 83 Escort GT for just $132 per month. And only Wilkins includes a 5-day, 500-mile love it or return it exchange policy, plus a 6-month, 6,000-mile service contract. See us at Wilkins Lincoln Mercury Toyota, University in Lexington, in the Midway.
Look closely, and then look again. This is how giving feels. Share the feeling. Give to your United way.
28 degrees. It's now 11 minutes before the hour. An anonymous caller told a Western news agency this morning that the American hostages held in Lebanon are to be killed by a firing squad today. The caller claimed to speak for the Islamic Jihad, the group believed to be holding 5 Americans, and there is no way to verify the caller or the information.
Topping datelines this morning. In Bogota, Colombia, a battle at the Supreme Court ended with the building in flames. Leftist rebels seized the Supreme Court and took 10 judges hostage. Police stormed the building and a fire broke out after dark. The fate of those inside is still unknown this morning. In Virginia, at least 20,000 people are still out of their homes this morning, and the floodwaters are racing towards the nation's capital via the Potomac River. 37 people have lost their lives in these floods. In Los Angeles, federal prosecutors want to retry the only FBI agent ever charged with espionage. A judge presiding in the case of Richard Miller declared a mistrial yesterday because the jury was deadlocked after deliberating for 2 weeks.
The city of Plymouth has given the go-ahead for a controversial new residential development. Kara King has details in our Business Outlook this morning. Good morning, Kara.
Good morning, John. Marty. The Plymouth Planning Commission voted late last night to approve a residential development that many Plymouth residents are against. The proposed site is 24 acres near 48th Avenue and Valley Forge Road. Part of the area is a protected wetland and will need special DNR approval before construction can start. Christy Arndt reports that those environmental concerns have many residents opposing the development.
Plymouth residents came out in force to voice their opinions at last night's public hearing. More than 20 residents testified, and most opposed the Ivy Park 2 development.
Once a natural habitat is tampered with, it never is returned to its original state.
Residents are worried that the development will destroy the environment. They feel ducks and other wildlife will move out as people move in. Part of the area is a DNR-preserved wetland, and many people would like to see it stay that way. Residents are also concerned that the wet areas could cause big problems for future homeowners.
2-year-old houses, basements cracked down the middle, cave in, people move off and just leave them, just drop the things. They can't repair them and fix them.
But developers promised to keep all these concerns in mind while building in the area. And despite the strong opposition, the commission gave the go-ahead to Enterprise Properties to begin development. The Ivy Park development issue now goes to the Plymouth City Council. For Sunrise, Christy Arndt, News 11, Plymouth.
In our Business Outlook this morning, the governor says he approves of the latest plans to finance the proposed Bloomington Mega Mall. But Governor Perpich says he won't call a special session on the Mega Mall unless lawmakers also do something about the farm crunch. Unemployment in the Twin Cities went up 0.1 percentage point in September to 4.4%. And the elegant Gucci store on Nicollet Mall will close at the end of this month. Shop owner Sarah Rockler says she wants to pursue other interests. And John and Marty, there will be a huge Thanksgiving promotion and sale before the store closes.
I hope my wife is sleeping in this morning and didn't hear that.
Not necessarily good news for the mall.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
It could hurt again. Thanks, Kara.
Well, still to come this morning, how something old could be something new for you.
Diane Rossi will have details on your chance to get down for a good cause.
You already know that the new car prices at J. Klein Chevrolet are so low, we're ashamed to show our face, but wait till you see our used cars. Here's a 82 Cutlass Cruiser wagon. Automatic air conditioning, $39.95. No money down, $126 a month. Here's a 82 Pontiac 6000 LE. Automatic air conditioning, $39.95. No money down, $126 a month. And these are just a few of the everyday low prices at J. Klein Chevrolet.
We got your wheels, we got your deal at J. Klein Chevrolet.
For the $100,000 pyramid tonight at 6:30 on TV 11.
Very few things make me angry, but drunk drivers make me mad.
"28 degrees for you this morning at 6 minutes before the hour of 7. From our headlines this sunrise, fires in the northern and southern suburbs.
A house fire in downtown Jordan claimed the life of a baby girl. The fire broke out about 4 this morning, and firefighters are still trying to put it out. And in Golden Valley, firefighters suspect arson in a rash of garage fires overnight. They say 3 fires were set on one block of Xerxes Avenue early this morning. They are still looking for a suspect. Also this morning, the St. Lawrence Seaway reopens. The Welland Canal in Ontario opened less than 2 hours ago. Lock 7 of the canal has been closed for 3 weeks as workers rush to repair a wall that had collapsed. Shipping traffic that has been backed up as far as Duluth is moving once again.
Well, the Twin Cities are going Hollywood tonight with the world premiere of That Was Then, This Is Now. The movie is the first major film to be entirely financed, produced, and filmed in Minnesota. Good news for the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
Well, from the Daybook this sunrise, your chance to rock and roll for a good cause.
Diane Rossi tells us what's up in the Daybook. Good morning, Diane.
Hi, John. Hi, Marty. Local bands will be rocking the U of M campus tonight in a benefit concert to fight world hunger. The Globe We Share fundraiser runs from 5 until midnight at Kaufman Union. Tickets are $3 for students, $5 for everyone else. And a nationally known artist will be adding her touches to antiques at a public display of an unusual kind at Southdale today. Yvonne Brown specializes in Christmas scenes painted on treasured old items. Catch her in the Garden Mall court during regular mall hours. And you'll find some treasured old items at the De La Salle High School rummage sale today. 500 families will be bringing goodies to the sale. Hours are from 9 until 7 this evening. That's all we have for Daybook this morning. Now let's check over with Steve Carroll in sports, find out what he has for sale today. Steve.
All right, Diane, in sports today, you want to, after that rummage sale, get home in time to watch this story at 5 o'clock on the Motorcycle Mama. She's the hottest lady on wheels. What does she do? She races motorcycles. That's the story we have for you tonight at 5. Barry?
How'd you know my mother was in town? Well, it looks like sunshine today, fading behind increasing clouds as we get a taste of winter moving in. Some flurries late, 42 to 45, and it looks like, John and Marty, some light snow in the forecast for tomorrow.
Put away the rake and get out the snow shovel.
Let's put them on that limb a little farther out, huh? Let's remind everybody once again that for the past few days, Barry has been predicting snowstorm, what now, Monday night?
Monday night, Tuesday.
No real reason on your forms, computer graphics or anything?
You know how he knew?
Kind of a hunch, and
yeah.
Tuesday's my birthday, and I ordered it. So.
Okay, okay. Well, that limb should be far enough out now.
Thanks, Barry. Finally for you this morning, news that women do something very, very well.
Yeah, this is a research study done at Cornell University. You really wanted me to say this part, didn't you?
I was waiting for you to jump right in
Determining that women make better managers, better bosses.
Yes. Supposedly, of the 140 clerical workers who were interviewed, they said that women were more democratic in their supervisory roles, 64% of the time, where men were democratic only 54%
No, that's
of the
not
time.
that different, though. I mean, that's only a 10%
10% is enough.
For those 10% people, it's an important thing. Yeah.
In addition, women are more people-oriented. Men have a tendency, they say, to be more rule-oriented.
Okay, but this research was done with a sampling of women, no doubt, yes.
No, it was men and women.
Only 140 clerical workers in New York City.
You don't like
First
this
of all,
story, do you?
It could be true. It could be true.
Thank you.
It needs a bigger sampling, though. And you got to go somewhere else other than New York City.
Let's say goodbye, John.
Okay. We're running out of time. Bye-bye. Join us again bright and early.
If you'd like to watch pit crews at work at speedways, meet our Express Speed Lane crew at Twin City Tire. After you've made your purchase, Our Twin City Tire Speed Lane crew will expertly balance and install your tires in 20 minutes or less. It's all done with state-of-the-art high-tech equipment and teamwork worth watching from our showroom. Anybody can change a tire, but nobody can match the speed and precision of our crew. We're Twin City Tire, 494 at Lindale in Richfield.
Remember when TV went to color?
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
With state-of-the-art technology, TV 11 is the first Twin Cities television station to broadcast in stereo 24 hours a day. Enjoy the energy, the comedy, the drama in stereo. Only on TV 11.
27 million Americans are functionally illiterate. Please volunteer your help by calling this number.
It was July 22nd, 1983, and Lynn got a ride with 4 other kids to go swimming. They'd all been drinking, and they were going way too fast when they missed the curve and hit the tree. Every time I come to a place like this, I think about the worst night of my life, the night my twin brother died.
Thousands of teenagers and young adults die every year because of driving drunk. Together, we can keep them alive.
Good morning. There's a hostage situation still unfolding in Bogota, Colombia this morning.